Hello everybody and welcome into the SFA Season 18 Week 1 BearCave. We are back for another week of SFA action. Season 18 has already been pretty unpredictable. We've got upsets left and right. We've got subs coming in. Thank you, Florida Man. Thank you, Cryo. Got Keaton here coming off of a big upset in the watch party game. That game is already up on the YouTube channel. But if you are not familiar with the SFA, it's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in anytime, claim a team, set your schemes and your playbooks, recruit players, participate in server games for rewards, and build for a national championship. And if you are watching live, we are affiliated, so make sure you drop the Twitch Prime sub. It's free with a linked account. That way you don't miss out on any of the action. All of our VODs and things, as well as other content, are over on the YouTube channel. We are 5 away from 500 subscribers on YouTube, so make sure you go over there and sub if you haven't already. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Big day as we got, is that 10 subs? Hold on, 1, 2, 3. The Hogs are going crazy today. Coach Key, of course. Thank you, thank you. That's 77 gifted subs in this channel. You are a beast. Long road to go. A lot of interesting matchups in the sim. No crazy upsets that I saw off the top of my dome. As far as ranked wins, the only crazy one was the watch party game between Fresno State. But we got a lot of fun here. We got Cryo with a gifted as well for Mush. Let's go, baby. He's saying you thank God he didn't get one from Keat. Oh, man. All right, so if you aren't familiar with the BearCave stream, the 10 best games that are not streamed are going to be on BearCave, where we live sim them, jump in at the end if it's close. Week 1 is always maybe, I don't know, slightly less hyped. Maybe not as many great games, but there's still, we prioritize user versus user matchups. So, even though maybe Oregon State versus Navy isn't crazy on paper, we still got a freshman quarterback, 2 users going after each other. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So Coach KJ, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. We got Oregon State and Navy. So KJ versus the Navy guy who Cam's saying left. Oh, well. One less thing I have to do. So let's get the predictions going. As always, you are competing for raffle tickets and the raffle reward players. So make sure you are participating in the predictions and getting those raffle tickets up. Are you going to go with Oregon State at -4? Or are you rocking Navy +4? Make sure... we only put them up for a minute, so make sure you're paying attention. Get those predictions in. The debut of Kavion Combs, the speedy scrambler quarterback for Oregon State. Gonna be a lot of fun. We got the Hogs on top. Coach McNasty joining us for a stream. Welcome in. Welcome in, Slime, as we get ready for another big-time BearCave game. So, tails and kick for Coach KJ. You're saying Oregon State should be a lot bigger of a favorite. I don't know, man. We will have to see. The formula definitely thinks this might be a bit closer than the experts think. Let's go. And we got a banger of a game day coming up. Texas Tech and Illinois. We also have a big-time top 10 matchup between Nebraska and Florida State coming up. But we'll start it off. Chris Hansen making an appearance. Take a seat. Who's been a bad boy coming after you? We got Chris Hansen coming after KJ here. Welcome in, Coach Combsy, the BYU coach. All right, so looks like what did he want? He wants... You said tails and... Dude, kick if one, bet against... I'm not doing against the wind, bro. The wind is wind. All right, you got kick. There you go. We're not betting against the wind. I don't know left or right. So here we go. Kick off week 1 Bear Cave here in season 18. Oregon State starts out with a tutty. Defense looking good, 14-0 lead early. Maybe Cam is on to something as we go to the second quarter, 14-0. Oregon State, nothing's really happening. Can Navy fight back? No, they drop another. So a big showing here in the first half in the rain. Oregon State adds another. It might be a splattering here in Annapolis. They do get a field goal, though. 28-3 lead. Shout out to the Falcon fans in the server. Next possession, and nothing goes of it. A missed 29-yarder with a throw and interception. And that's going to be all she wrote as Dogwater gets a sub. Thank you, buddy. Or, sorry, Chelsea. That's not Dogwater. So 28-3 is your final. That is an Oregon State cover for those of you guys going at home or counting your things at home. We got Combs getting 3 touchdowns on the day. I don't think anybody had them in the what is it? In the Derby. And also FYI, I picked Puka Bear for my Derby player today. Is Kevon Combs goes 16-29, 208, and 3 touchdowns. Atkins 114. We got a choo-choo emote from the hype train. Let's go. There you go. Thank you for all the subs today. A flurry of subs from the Omahogs and others. Charles King gets 3 TFLs, 2 sacks on the day, 2 interceptions from Jansen and Townsend, a couple of deflections, no forced fumbles. And then for the Navy midshipman, Evan Justice, 13-32. Not the day you want to have with 2 picks. Not a lot doing here on the offensive side. And Henley, they got a couple Henley brothers. Curtis Cobbs gets sacked there. And deflections, only 1. And a forced fumble for Cameron Quinn. All right. So we'll get our players of the game. So a quick start here. We got 18 people tuning in to watch us on BearCave. Thank you for joining in on your Thursday afternoon. Kevon Combs, his first career game. He is the player of the game. So maybe did Coach KJ hit on a quarterback? It remains to be seen, but a great start to his young career. So that is a Oregon State cover. I probably can find a way to make it a ticker, McNasty, but I don't want to. Yeah, you want some scrolling ads. Make sure you check out Home Field Apparel, SFA. All right, so we go into our second game of the night. It's going to be headed on over to Big Booty Bloomington as Boston College takes on Indiana. I said Boston College might just be the independent favorite this season. Indiana, much improved team. This is a 10-point spread for Boston College on the road. Let me pay out the cover for the first one. Oh yeah, make sure you check out patreon.com/the SFA for more content. Use code SFA for 15% off. And I'm drinking a grape Ghost. Oh, Welch's Grape Ghost. Make sure you pick one up. It is the best drink ever made. I don't get paid for pushing you there, but I just like the product. All right, Boston College. Let me stop with the ad plugs. Boston College. Then we got Indiana. This game is brought to you by Welch's Ghost. Alright, you going for Big Booty Bloomington or Boston College? Not much aura on either side, but it is the debut of Ashton Allison. 99 speed according to Coach Nathan. We'll see if that holds to be true. Nathan, if you are here, let me know kick or receive since you are at home. Bang! D-Sleep knows what's what. Should be a brand ambassador. Kick for Coach Nathan. Welcome in, Slime. Now let's get on into the ball game. Apparently Allison has 99 speed, 99 trucking, 99 in the butt size. We'll see what happens. Crazier things have happened in Big Booty Bloomington. Frank Greenwood getting the shout out. The game loves shouting out these linebackers this season. I've noticed that. So here we go. It's going to be a kick for Indiana. Keon Parks entering his senior year at quarterback. 90 plus overall. Nothing doing early on. Indiana breaks ground first. It's 3-0. Boston College known for their great defense but lackluster offense. It's showing out here. 17-0. Big Booty Bloomington. 17-7. Can they fight back? Indiana is cooking. No, not like this, Boston College. Please. An interception from Keon Parks. Remember, folks, we won't jump in unless it's a one-score game. And they push it back to 20. Oh, this could be disastrous for Boston College. They get a quick one back. It's going to be a long drive. It is a two-score game right now. We cannot jump in. Remember, we can only jump in if they get this to one score. Indiana has the ball. They're running. They're tumbling. Touchdown, Indiana! Coach Nathan! What a win to open the season. The upset at home of Boston College. 40 seconds left. They're up 20 on your dome and in your home. The Hoosiers have arrived. Bang! What a win. That is a Indiana outright victory. Congratulations, Coach Nathan. What a win. Illinois will play in game day, which will probably kick off in about an hour and 15 minutes. So Keon Parks has 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns actually. Keon Parks, what a day for him. 14 of 25, 197, 3 touchdowns. Running the ball, Ashton Allison, 162 on the ground for the 5'11 running back. 7 tackles for Williams, 2 TFLs for SFA player Brodus Walters, 2 sacks, 2 interceptions. The fumble for Brodus Walters as well. Let him cook. Clint Matthews, 16 of 37. He went 2 for 2 with touchdowns, interceptions. Slaughter gets 69 yards. Newton gets a touchdown. I know somebody had him for the Derby, as Denzel Hogan, the SFA player, gets 5 TFLs. Couple no sacks. The interception for Robert Hayes. Couple deflections, and that will do it. So an embarrassing start to the season for the Independents. I think pretty much everybody has lost. Wild start to this BearCave slate. Keon Parks, Brodus Walters, both his SFA players getting it done in the biggest moment. Let's go. So Indiana outright if you are scoring at home or just joining us. A crazy win right there. Yeah, Army was competitive. We'll have to see. Notre Dame can always make a comeback. Or maybe this is like real life Indiana. Maybe they are just a wagon this year. Who knows? Alright, so we'll continue on the BearCave slog, as now we are headed to NC State. Coach Airborne barely survived getting fired last season after the injury of Poppy Showtime completely derailed his season. He is back fully healthy, taking on Oklahoma State, who quarterback from the transfer portal is J.J. Davis, the guy who led Baylor to the national championship game after Latrey Raines went down with injury. So it's going to be a very interesting matchup. Sved or Airborne, if you're here, let me know. Kick or receive, heads or tails, as this one is going to be a 2-point favorite for OK State. Very interested to see how J.J. Davis plays, because I feel like him being healthy, or him being the starter now, can kind of revive this team that was in a bit of a dire straits last year in NC State. How critical will Poppy Showtime be to their success in one of the toughest divisions in the country? Really, both these teams are among the toughest teams in the country. So, Airborne is here. Tails never fails. You don't get to choose because you are at home, so let me know kick or receive, but we will jump on board with Airborne. Oh yeah, dude, I love Andy Gatewood over at Army. He's a beast. If you didn't join, I was going to put him in the transfer portal and go after him for Wisconsin. Yeah, Slime, you got to authenticate, baby. All right, here we go. Going on, Oklahoma State, NC State. We'll see if NC State regrets not kicking Airborne to the curb. He was a standout at Troy. Maybe he's just a Chet Doge merchant. Hasn't done much since moving over to NC State. Can Coach Airborne prove the haters wrong? He's not just a Chet Doge merchant here. All right, so here we go. We'll see Poppy Showtime hit the floor first. The 4-star quarterback finally healthy, and they score on their first 2 possessions. 17-0 straight to the dome. What an opening quarter. 24-31. Oklahoma State getting run out of the building. J.J. Davis should have gone to Shanghai. 38-7. What in the world? A dome shot here at home in the ACC, but wait, they got a big play there. Can they get another? Game definitely not over if they get some big plays, and that's a fumble recovered by NC State. NC State's not playing around today. Very nicely done. 38-14. It looks like it's going to be another outright victory here. NC State gets it done. Congratulations, Coach Airborne. Much needed victory to start the season. So that's an outright victory for NC State. Poppy Showtime, baby. 5 touchdowns through the air today. Let's go. Maybe he is actually pretty good. 19-27, 281, and 5 touchdowns. Poppy Showtime has finally arrived. Williams goes over 100 yards. Let's go. And receiving, Maurice Hearn, big time day. Bryson Malone. All right, let him cook. Smokey Decker, 7 tackles. Callum Whatmuff, 6 tackles. So SFA players making an impact. Sack for Onyx McCray, the SFA player. All right, maybe Airborne is working with something today. He had 3 fumbles, 3 recoveries. And for Oklahoma State, J.J. Davis, 21-43, 321, and 1 touchdown. Not going to cut it. They had no rushing attack. Cole Magnum, the SFA player, didn't run for much today. Not a lot of action for Drew Hayes Jr. Andrews, though, 12 tackles. Andrew Andrews, of course, what a name. 4 total sacks, still didn't help him out all that much. Oh, baby, that is great. Yeah, Airborne, wait, when you start losing a bunch, these wins, no matter how you get them, you love to get them. Andrew Andrews, that's a legendary name. Let's go. I'm excited. I wanted Poppy Showtime to pop off, especially after what happened last season. Hoping this is a fluke for Oklahoma State because I do like J.J. Davis. I want to see him succeed here. So that's an NC State outright victory. And we will continue on. As now, we've got maybe the most toxic game of the day. Actually, no, that's a lie. There's a more toxic one coming up. But SMU and Pitt. Terrorist versus terrorist. Don't flag my my YouTube video here for me saying that because it's 100% true. We've got Mush Brain, the fantasy football terrorist, versus Mills, The real-life terrorist, Miles Tilley, the biggest terrorist of any quarterback in SFA history. What on God's green earth is going to happen in this matchup? I do not know. The transfer quarterback from UTSA. Let me pay you guys out. NC State +2. Easy money on the Dome. Yeah, watch Tilley go for 500 yards and have a Heisman year. Remember, this is a pretty young SMU team. They lost a lot of players, kind of retooling here. A lot of young SFA talent. So, going to be interesting to see. Pitt is a 3.5-point favorite. So, are you going to rock with Mushbrain or Coach Mills? As Mushbrain, let me know, kick or receive, heads or tails. I don't know why I said that backwards, but get your prediction in, Slime. '81 versus 77. Mills looking to win the American. Come on, Mushbrain. I know you're trying to avoid me here. I'm trying to trade for ETN. Tails and kick. There it is. I single-handedly think Mushbrain is responsible for ETN's career ending. Hot take, but he's responsible. All right, here we go. SMU and Pittsburgh. On your dome and in your home at Heinz Field with the very tiny logo for no reason. Ches Northcutt getting the shine, the SFA player. He's been a depth player his whole career. All right, tails and kick for SMU. Here we go. All right, he gets it done. Wonder what happened the last time SMU played in the state of Pennsylvania in real life. So 0-0 to start it out here. I don't think we have any real-life SMU fans, so I don't think that matters. But Austin Vega, the SFA player, got him down there, and a quick score for Pittsburgh. Oh, baby, SMU, SMU! Kings and Tora, welcome to the SFA! 35 right to the Dome! The one-star quarterback looking like a beast. But here comes Miles Tilley. Death, taxes, and a Miles Tilley legacy drive. 42-28, it's not. Oh my God, a big play! 64 yards from Miles Tilley. He's not going away. Please. Oh no, not the fumble. DeGeeter gets it. We're going to go one play at a time because this game is ridiculous. An interception! It's Jaguar McKnight, the SFA freshman, getting it. No way! Jaguar McKnight out of nowhere. So here comes Pittsburgh. They're driving down. Oh, we're not going to get to see a Miles Tilley. No, he throws it away. Come on. Please get a stop. We are desperate. We are desperate. Here we go. Can Pitt get off the field? We've got to see the Miles Tilley legacy drive. But we got Kang Santora, the one-star quarterback. Hodgkin in motion. The handoff to Vega. He cuts inside. He pushes out and he goes down. What a game this has already been. 42-35 could end right here. What is the call? Under center, 4 wide. Delayed give to Vega. He gets the first. Or it's Stewart who gets it. I guess the backup running back. So I think they technically could get one. Force them to like kick the field goal here. They're just going to sit on it. So we'll see if Pitt gets a chance. I don't think they will. It's going to be super close. No time came off the clock there. We'll see if SMU bails them out with a clock stoppage on 3rd down. Just depends on what they do on this third down play. They're going to run a real play here. So 3rd and 15, game on the line. They've got to stop a clock stoppage. Can SMU survive the onslaught from Miles Tilley in the second half? Centura, the young gun, in shotgun. The snap. He's going to throw it. Centura over the middle. It's caught by T-Bone. First down, SMU. Or it's Ches Northcutt. Boo. I thought number 1 was T-Bone. Ches Northcutt, I guess, all the same. So there it is. SMU is going to survive. So Ches Northcutt, baby. SMU, man, the young guns are feasting. Congratulations, Mushbrain. That was a great game. And that's another outright victory here. SMU on the road. Excited to see how this shook out with the stats. That was a crazy sequence there in the second half. So Miles Tilley had a great game in his showing, but he starts out 0-1 as SMU had the most people betting on him. Kang Centura, great debut. So very interesting. 42-35 is your final. Centura to Northcutt right there. What number is T-Bone? I thought for sure he was number 1. Maybe not. Hey, just avoiding the Concepcion line. That's where you want to be. Oh, T-Bone's number 4, and now I remember. That's right. So 42-35, and look at this onslaught in the second quarter. 5 touchdowns. We don't often see 5 touchdowns in a quarter. I mean, it's rare you even see 4. And Miles Tilley, man, doing some crazy things in the second half just wasn't enough. Kang Centura, 23 of 42, 325, 4 touchdowns. Big ahead 80 yards and 2 touchdowns. Northcutt had a good day. T-Bone, man, nice debut there. 2 touchdowns for Jamal Walker. On defense, Cody Solinger, the SFA player, 10 tackles in his debut. 2 TFLs for DeGeeter. No sacks. 1 pick for Roderick Brown. 2 deflections, and they did get 3 fumbles, and that's probably the main difference here. As Pittsburgh, Miles Tilley in his debut, 20 of 40, 388, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. You know, you can't get mad at that. Chase Bird, decent day, 2 touchdowns. Colt Harrison, SFA player, gets 1 touchdown. Jaguar McKnight, he had a couple catches, and he had a pick. Great debut for him as well. The 3 TFLs for Mike Green. He had 3 sacks up the gut. The interception for Jaguar McKnight. So, beautiful game for both teams. And Trig Tugboat gets a fumble as well. Yeah, Miles had a decent day. So, that was an encouraging game for Miles Tilley in that second half after the start. You just got to get a faster start there, Coach Mills. So here we go. SMU, that is a outright victory for those of you guys scoring at home. And we will move on. And we're going to actually stay in the American as we've got Syracuse taking on Maryland. We've got Coach Rosie taking on Papa Smoke. Benedict Hasselbrook plays football today. So let's go see Maryland. Probably the only team that can challenge North Carolina for the division. So Coach Rosie, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. Papa Smoke, if you're here, kick or receive. This is a 2.5-point favorite for Maryland. We'll see what happens. So you rocking with the Terps. Minus 2.5. Are you rocking with Coach Rosie? In the orange. Syracuse. I always spell it wrong. There we go. 1 minute on the clock. Welcome in, Coach Papa Smoke. Kick or receive. You are the home team, so can't call the toss, but you can decide it. Remember, guys, we also have game number 12,000 in SFA history coming up between Colorado and Wisconsin. It also happens to be my debut in coaching. First time I've coached a team since season 14 when I won the national championship with East Carolina. Coming out of retirement, primarily just to own the Beanie Babies. But we'll also do a side quest and win a natty, why not? So the Wisconsin Badgers taking on Colorado. Game number 12,000 a little bit later on tonight. But Maryland here will jump on board. They want to kick it off. Let's get it going, baby. So only 3 games away from my re-debut against my former school in Colorado. Tobin Dashnaw getting the previews. We got more rain today. A lot of rain games so far this season. All right, so kick for Coach Papa Smoke. There's Benedict Hasselbrook. Auto the orange there on the outside of the stadium. Here we go. As Syracuse starts us out with a field goal, they'll score. Nothing going on early for Maryland. They've got to lock in. They are in front of the hometown team. They get a pick and a field goal. 17-3, 23-3, 30-3 for the orange. Oh, no. Maryland trying to claw their way back. They will. They're back within 2 scores. They're knocking on the door. What a response for the Terps. 30-24, baby. Can they? Oh, they get a fumble. It's first and goal for the Terps. And it's an interception on the next play. What is happening? They get the fumble. They throw a pick. But they get the ball back. Here it comes. Turtles are locking in. It's 4th and 2. We cannot jump in until it's 2 minutes remaining. CeeLo Gold, the SFA player, driving on down. It's 4th and 5. We still cannot jump in. And they get the first down, maybe. Yes, they gave them the first down. 3rd and 4. 4th and 14. Here we go. They are kicking the field goal. They bring on Dylan Grimmer, the SFA kicker, former USC guy. Would love for them to actually kick it here. So can Syracuse lock in? They're gonna have to somehow get a couple of first downs here. So will Maryland go for the onside kick? Yes, they will. So Dylan Grimmer, arguably the best kicker in the country. The onside kick, he puts it right at him. It doesn't go off of him. They stiffy a man. So a couple of first downs for Syracuse, and they will be good to go. This would be a massive road victory for Coach Rosie. Can Maryland get the ball back one last time? 1st and 10, Handy in the backfield. Hands it off to Andrew, the SFA player. He goes down. To lead Bass on the tackle. 2nd and 8, 97 seconds left on the clock. Back in shotgun. 2nd and 8. Hand off to Andrew. He makes a move. He explodes. First down, Syracuse. One more first down should do it. What a great run there from Sammy Andrew. Now, just like the other game we just came from, they'll have to run a play on 3rd down or on 4th down if they don't get it. So 2nd and 12, going back to the victory formation. This would be a massive upset. American over ACC. Seen so many upsets so far. 3rd and 15. They're going back to the shotgun. Will they throw the ball? Looks like they're too far for a field goal. They'll run some clock. We're now under a minute. Can Papa Smoke bail himself out? What is the call for Coach Rosie? The snap. It's a throw. He evades. He goes down. He breaks 2 sacks. He hits it deep. And he dropped the first. Disaster for the Orange. He should have just taken the sack. And they're going to now go for it here because they're too far out of field goal range. So Maryland can get the ball back. Handy. He has time over the middle. It's caught this time. And he's still short. The safety delivers the hit. Maryland gets their chance. They sold out for the deflection. What a play from the safety. Papa Smoke lives. So 43 seconds in a dream. Can Maryland bail themselves out? Hasselbrook yams it deep, left side, open man, he dropped it too! Jefferson dropped it. Second and 10, 38 seconds left. 30-27. Yamming it over the middle, it's caught! They're up to the 43. They've got to hurry it up. No timeouts. They need a field goal. Randy Henry over 100 yards now. Hasselbrook up to 289. 4 wide. Hasselbrook drops back. He floats it over the middle. It's another catch. This time it's Cade McKinstry, the former Nebraskan. 22 seconds left now. The Terps are loose. Now under center, they've got to snap it here. Dylan Grimmer has one hell of a leg. The SFA kicker, after all, probably one more decent play will get them easily in range. From here, it's a 54-yarder. 2nd and 10. Hasselbrook. He has time, all the time in the world, only rushing 2. Clock might run out here. He's got to lower the shoulder. It's a first for CeeLo Gold. And the clock is running. No, not like this. They didn't give him the first down. Syracuse is bailed. Not like this. CeeLo Gold needed an inch. And he got a centimeter. Pain for Papa Smoke. Syracuse is your outright winner. 40% of you guys rocked with the orange. They should have had an easy win. It got hairy at the end, but they bailed themselves out. Big brain only rushing 2, forcing him to stand in the pocket for 2 years. It's alright, Fire Dogs. You'll get some back. The poor Maryland Terrapins. Tough way to lose there. Luckily, it's non-conference. Andrew gets one. They got a punt return for a touchdown for Jackson. That's huge. CeeLo Gold gets a couple of touchdowns. So Hasselbrook goes 300 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. CeeLo Gold gets 2. Kiki Okacha goes for 78. Ferris Butter, baby. 2 TFLs, the sack for Pigeon Prather, the interception for Drew Williams, fumble for Fernandez. What a weird game this was. Syracuse was dominating for the better part of the first half. Sammy Andrew goes only 68 yards, not the best day for him. Hog Stallions, baby. Arkansas should try and tamper him over there. Couple of sacks for Dashnaw Williams. Interception for Taylor Hagan. 5 deflections. And the fumble for CJ Goins. So that will do it here for this one. And we are halfway through the BearCave slate. We got 20 viewers still. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. So that is a Syracuse outright winner. So far today, we have had 1 cover and 4 outright winners. Very interesting ball game today. BearCave this season has kind of already gone crazy. See if we can rein it in a little bit here. As next up, we're going to the Mountain West. We've got UTEP and Nevada, the Patreon game of the week. They get to vote on their own BearCave game. This week, they voted for UTEP and Coach Florida Man. So let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. Debut champ Bloomers in his new digs. And the best quarterback in the Mountain West is actually on Nevada. He's like a 90+ overall, but he's stuck here. This game is a push game here tonight, so it's not about who covers, it's about who wins. Are you going with UTEP or Nevada? Remember, guys, we will have recruits after game day, which is after BearCave. 7 players will commit tonight, and then the rest of the season it will be 6 a week, but this week is 7. Just the way the numbers worked out with Pipeline Week. Yeah, definitely one of those weeks, Keith, where you claim a reject and then all of a sudden BearCave goes haywire. The age-old conundrum. So here we go. UTEP and Coach Florida Man. He redshirted like half his team last year in hopes that they'd be good this year. They were good last year, so. Hey man, you gotta contact Dakari Gash. I don't make them. Oh, uniforms? Oops, hold on. I can quit and just restart. Hold on. I forget about uniforms. My God, you gotta let me know, Slime. No, I don't want to be the reason you lose your game. I got blamed for, see, all I have is prisoner throwbacks. Okay, you want your prisoner throwbacks. Let's see. Alright. Hold your horses there, Slime. Alright. Prisoner throwbacks. You gotta remind me, man. I got a lot of things I'm juggling. Alright, where's your throwbacks? There we go. Okay. So let me know heads or tails, kick or receive, Florida Man. Tails and kick. Okay. See, I get sidetracked with Dogwater whining about Dakari Gash. I got this dude talked about Lagway and Tebow. Yawn, man. Alright. It'd be funny if I clicked heads there. Tails and kick. All of this for a Nevada game? You gotta pull out the prisoner throwbacks for Nevada? So here we go, the push game of the day. Zeros, UTEP scores first. They got their quarterback. Nevada fights back. Come on, Champ Bloomers, let's see what you got. And Nevada gets field goal. UTEP adds one, so very back and forth here to start the game. Halftime all tied up. Nevada sharing their football field with their soccer team is hilarious. 10-10 as we enter the fourth quarter. Not a very good missed field goal. What is happening? As we get a punt, we'll go one play at a time now. We're getting to that point where things are starting to slow down here. Nobody can buy a score. On pace to never score again. 3 minutes left. It's 10-10 as Nevada has the ball again. They're driving it right down his throat. It's 4th and 6. We'll see what they decide to do. They're going to go for it here. So 4th and 6 for the Wolfpack. They fake it. Over the middle. Wide open man. First down and more down to the 3. First down Nevada. They're knocking on the door. So inside the 5, the big nasties are out on both sides. Offset eye, man in motion. It's a throw. Clean blocking, almost intercepted. Adrian Richardson getting torched here tonight, 10 of 28. Didn't know UTEP had the no-fly zone. Back in the goal line formations now to base I form. The handoff to Gilmore. He stiffies a man and down he goes. Texas Western is cooking. Patrick Barrett this time. Can they get the goal line stand? All they need is one stop. Can UTEP survive the handoff? Here he goes outside. Eugene, what are you doing? You're bailing out Florida man. So now the field goal unit comes on out. 19 yards here from left hash. The kick, it's up and it is good! So Nevada gets on the board. Champ Bloomers, does he have a legacy drive in him? Champ Bloomers and the UTEP Miners. Nice return here, gets him up to the 30. That's Justin Horn, the man who is redshirted, the best player on the team overall-wise. We'll see if he can make a splash play. So Champ Bloomers, what do you got in store? Horn at the top of your screen. You've got motion. Bloomers drops back. He takes off. He evades, and a big run for him. He's on his 3rd team. Started with Colorado. Made his way down to LA Tech for a season or two, and now finds himself with the UTEP Miners. 1st and 10, tight end in motion. Bloomers again, a deep drop. He has time, and he gets sacked. Gearing up for a yam, and Devin Taylor knocks him down. Knocked one of his eye blacks clean off there. 2nd and 19 now. Bunch form. Champ Bloomers. Quick throw to the outside, and they'll get about half it back. So it's 3rd and long. E.J. Daniels on the reception. 11 for 21 on the day for Champ Bloomers. And he throws it away on 3rd and 14. He's 11 for 22. Should have just stayed with the base uniforms there, Slime. 4th and 14, game on the line. Does Champ Bloomers have a legacy drive in him? Bloomers drops back, has the time, runs out of time, ball's on the ground! Picked up, but they can't advance the fumble. Turnover. Nevada's going to get out of here with a W. Disastrous game here for UTEP. 10 total points on the road. Champ Bloomers putting up a goose egg in his opening game of his UTEP career. And what did I say in the DMs, Florida man? What did I say about the Champ Bloomers pick? Tough one to stomach here. Nevada's going to get out of here with a win they probably don't deserve. Hey, Keith, I mean, Champ Bloomers made some throws for you in some tight games. But yeah, he did have Boyle to bail him out. So that will do it here, folks. Nevada gets it done 13-10 in the outright game, and Nevada takes it. So congratulations, Nevada bettors. 41% of you guys were rocking with Nevada. Dominique Ford had 2 TFLs in the forced fumble. Great attempt there for UTEP. But 10 points is almost never going to cut it here. The offensive line just needed some help. Or, I don't know, maybe he needed to throw the ball for once. Dogwater claims he has a perfect BearCave going. Did you really pick all outrights outside of Oregon State? Oh, baby, I'm starting to feel the nerves a little bit. We've got some TC coaching action coming up here in a second. But first, we get to see Daddy Bryce Beers. So, Moore kicked us off with a touchdown. They didn't do much the rest of the way. Player stats, Champ Bloomers, 11 for 22, 172, no touchdowns. Rushing the ball, Kenneth Moore, 122 on the ground, had 1 touchdown. McFarland was the leading receiver. Justin Horn didn't do much. Eldon Gore had a big day, 11 pancakes. 2 TFLs for Orion Hightower, the reject SFA player. No sacks, the pick for Antonio Johnson. 3 deflections for 2 SFA players, Zakai Maxwell and Tommy Torpedo. And the fumble is for Tony Young. For Nevada, Adrian Richardson, not the best day, but just barely enough. They were able to run the ball decently well. Tony Clark had the touchdown. 10 tackles for Craig Anderson. 2 sacks on the day, both on that last drive. And then they also forced the fumble as well. They had 3 total forced fumbles. Finally got one there. So, Dogwater just actively spreading misinformation. Okay. I see your game, fat boy. Olive Boy Rage Quit VC on a UTEP loss? Surely that's not true. Florida man is known for his calm, cool reaction to UTEP action. As this is Nevada outright victory. All right, so now we move on to the Pac-12. And it's going to be a very tough game in his debut. Bryce Beers, the #1 player in the country, pretty much de facto going to be the #1 pick in the draft at the end of this season. The only guy I could think that's above him is Kirko Squatch, potentially, but Eastern Michigan, Coach Bob Toledo, if you're here, let me know, heads or tails, kick or receive. Coach Hunt, if you're here, let me know, kick or receive. But the debut for Bryce Beers at Arizona, he's had 2 years at Coastal, led him to the playoff both times, once to the semifinals, and now he actually wants some receivers. So this is going to be an Arizona 3.5-point favorite. Or are you going to go with EMU? Are you going to continue the trend of the underdogs winning these games? Bryce Beers, baby. Exactly. What can Beers finally do? His freshman year, he at least had a defense, but he's never had any good skill position players. Now, it's not like Arizona is just drowning in talent at wide receiver. It's very mediocre, but it's Power 5 at least. And then he has the 5-star SFA player Malik Phillips at running back. So it's going to be very interesting to see how good he actually is this season. I have high hopes. I predicted Arizona to win the Pac-12. Might be a little out of my depth there with that pick, but hey, let me cook. Eastern Michigan, they've had the expectations. Can they finally put it together under Bob Toledo's tutelage? Let's see what happens. I don't see anything from either coach, so we go on board with the away coach and go heads and kick. Oh, baby, here we go. Bryce Beers, baby! Arguably one of my favorite players of all time. I mean, definitely one of my favorite players, but arguably the most favorite player. Actually, Heimlich and Vanilla Vic take the cake, but he's still a Mount Rushmore player for me. So here we go. Zeros on the clock. Zeros on the board. EMU gets the first splash. Arizona gets one back. Arizona does have a decently good defense filled with a bunch of SFA players. 7-7. The Slimes are cooking for both sides. Oh, baby, another defensive masterclass here in Tucson. Another page in the Titty Twister lore. This probably is the most lore-ridden field in the SFA history as we get 2 touchdowns there for Arizona. It only makes sense for the generational talent to choose to live out his days on this field. So one last drive, and they can't do anything. So we're going to get to see an Eastern Michigan legacy drive led by Doug Dollars at running back, the former Arizona State fullback. We'll jump in here on 3rd and 10. So Eastern Michigan, can they shock the world and get back in it? Yams it to the corner, and down he goes. Big hit there, 4th down. Clint Jackson, he got him in the transfer portal, the transfer from Buffalo. 21-14 for Jason McCoy. 4th and 7 game on the line. Now they do have all their timeouts, but still. McCoy, corner blitz, they pick it up. Floaties, it's a 1st down. Clint Jackson, what a play. Floated it right over the linebacker. Dropped it right in the bucket. They're back in business across the 45. Fresh set of downs here for the, what are they, just Eagles? Floats that to the corner. Back to Clint Jackson. This connection already vibrant here in week 1. 21-14. I'm feeling like we're going to have a Bryce Beers legacy drive. Second and 2. Yamming it deep right side. He has a chance. It tipped away. Duwan Morris, what a play. Saves the game for now. Remember, this is the birthplace of the Legion of Dread. They're not just going to let you yam it deep to Zin Racer, the SFA player, the freshman. McCoy over the middle. Yams it. Hits his man. Clint Jackson again. 8 for 83. Jackson is cooking this defense. They're now threatening the red zone. They're bringing in the bunch. 1st and 10, man in motion. They'll toss it out to the right side. He turns the corner, breaks the tackle, doesn't go anywhere. McDougal is in, potentially a Doug Dollars injury. 2nd and 7 now. Drops back for McCoy over the middle. Another completion. This time, Zach Jones welcomes somebody else to the party instead of Clint Jackson. And slowly but surely, EMU inching down the field. Bryce Beers feverish on the sidelines. 3rd and 1. Can Arizona find 2 plays? The handoff for McDougal. He'll get the first down. He's the backup running back on this team. It's supposed to be Doug Dollars. But he, I guess, left the game with injury. First and goal. McCoy to the end zone. Caught! TJ Dreamer, the SFA player. Tie game. The twinkle toes on the sideline. And now Bryce Beers once again has to save the day. They blew a 14-point fourth quarter lead. 55 seconds, 2 timeouts. You have the generational talent. Get to work. It's a group of 5 team, Beers. You've dominated them for 2 years of your life. Oh, wait, he might not even need to come on the field. Ben Hickman for 36 as Bryce Beers enters the field of play, tape fingers and all. God, I love Bryce Beers. First and 10, there he is. Oh, baby. An absolute meat rider here in the booth. Bryce, he drops back, he takes off. Oh, look at the speed! There he goes, up the gut. Zero, Dogwater. First and 10. Beers drops back over the middle, hits his man, first down. He's just on another level. It's Ollie Munch, the SFA tight end. They're already in field goal range. He's just doing style points. That's very Mahomesy out there, Mushbrain. Beers, he takes off. He finds the edge. He goes upfield. Oh, he lays a stiffy. Bob Toledo in shambles on the sideline. Getting absolutely domed by Bryce Beers. The handoff now to Malik Phillips, the 5-star. And they're just trying to set up the field goal kick. They'll hurry it up here. Things could get a little shady. Don't be stupid, Beers. He hits his man. It's Ollie Munch to the corner. He gets 12. So first and goal. Will they run a real play here? What are they doing? Please stop. Stop. Beers. 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 Beers! Snap the ball. Bryce Beers. He takes off. Get down, you animal! Inside the 1. 000. We got OT! Bryce Beers just shit himself! No! Bryce, what are you doing? 99 awareness, and he has the game awareness of a paperclip. What was that? Disgusting. Now we got free football. Bob Toledo bailed out of his shoes. Shambles. Oh no, not the quick option cheese. Oh, there he goes. Breaks a tackle. He stumbles. Come on, Beers. He just wanted more screen time. That's all. That's what I'm going with. Game is not in danger here for Arizona. Bryce Beers just wanted a little bit more stream time. He didn't get enough at Coastal Carolina. We already have the logic patches downloaded there, Coach Calv. We already have it. It was 7 seconds is a weird number, man. He shouldn't have done that. So 3rd and 2. Beers, play action. Yams it to the corner. That's caught. First down. We've lost our UI. That's okay. Bryce is above the logic. He writes his own code. 1st and 10 for Bryce Beers. I'm telling you, crazy things happen on this Tucson turf. Beers, it's a screen. And over the head, that could have been picked. EMU fighting for their lives here. Second and goal for Bryce. Bryce deep drop. Bryce, he gets hit as he throws. No! Not like this, please. Bryce. No. Oh, I'm so upset. And how is this not the Wisconsin game, dude? Oh, third and goal. Bryce Beers. 17 yards away over the middle. Caught. Oh my God, he got killed. Will they go for it? No, they're going to kick it. So now they decide to kick it in OT. Eastern Michigan's going to get their chance. I'm sick. Absolutely sick to my stomach. As Missouri won in overtime. Come on, somebody bail out Beers. This is why he transferred. He got no help. Can somebody finally help a slime out? Man in motion. McCoy drops back. McCoy over the middle. Oh, that could have been it! Bob Toledo, I swear if you're watching this, I like your team. I swear. But not like this for Bryce. The Slime's too young to go down like this. They toss it to the left-hand side. He turns the corner. He cuts up field. McDougal. So it looks like Doug Dollar's still injured. Yet he's still getting drafted number 1, Rick. 3rd and 7. Can Arizona bail him out? Please. I'm on my knees. McCoy. Delayed give. Yes, sir. Terrible play call there from McCoy. Do they have the kicker to put it up? Yes, they do. So to keep the game going, it's 38 yards from left hash. Eastern Michigan, the kick gets up and it's good! Double OT on BearCave. So Eastern Michigan now will start with the ball. There's already been a ridiculous BearCave slate. No notes. Handoff now to McDougal. He cuts inside. Definitely not the best runner. They're missing Doug Dollars right now. Who is going to take this one in Tucson? Split backs. The delayed give back to McDougal. He has the agility of a cardboard box. 3rd and 3. Can Arizona get off the field? Legion of Dread member there in the slot, bottom of your screen. They have a bunch. Man in motion. Offset eye. McCoy drops back. He has the time. He yams it. Open man inside the 10. He stays on his feet for a second. They call him down. 1st and goal. Here comes EMU. Can they punch it home? McCoy throws it out the back of the end zone. My goodness, what is this ball game? Beers should have had it, dude. He was on the inch. Bunch to the right-hand side. 2nd and goal. Motion. They'll hand it off. McDougal up the gut. Down he goes. 3rd and goal. Another chance for the Wildcats to get off the field. Coach Hunt looking at his Beers investment. Not looking good. The big nasties are out on both sides. The handoff. McDougal to the outside. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Double OT. The MAC team takes the lead. He did, but he's out with injury or something. I don't know why he's not in. So, touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Bryce Beers, you need a touchdown to tie. Anything less, and it's a disaster here to open up the Arizona era. Open man underneath. That'll be a couple of yards. Second and 3 for Bryce Beers. They're copying the playbook. They have the bunch at the right side now. Remember, you still got a 5-star running back in Malik Phillips. He hasn't used them, but that's a first down. Nice little toe drag there from number 13. That's Mora. We've lost our UI. We're too deep into the game. 4 wide, Beers in shotgun. Phillips, he gives it to him. He finds a hole. There goes Phillips. Oh, breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Arizona. What a run for Malik Phillips. The 5-star SFA player. And they're going for 2. They're looking for the victory. Bryce Beers or bust, they say. The snap. It's Beers. He takes off. He angles. He stumbles. Touchdown, Arizona! They walk it off. A Bryce Beers master class here in Tucson. What a game for the generational talent. On your dome and in your home. He had it under control the entire time. He just wanted a little bit more TV time to build his brand. You just gotta hit the shadur. Oh my god, what a game. Tough one to lose there. Double OT for Eastern Michigan. But what a moment. Bryce Beers, baby. So Arizona gets the no cover. Oh. Moon, how do we follow that up? This is how you know Bryce Beers is a generational talent. We've got game number 12,000 in SFA history. TC's return to coaching, and it's going to get upstaged by Bryce Beers. TJ Dreamer had 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. This is how it looked. Incredible. Jason McCoy here, 25 of 42, 239, 2 touchdowns. Doug Dollars, he had 20 carries. He must have gone out with injury, as McDougal wasn't the best in relief, but he got it done, and they didn't lose because of him. Receiving, Clint Jackson was going crazy. TJ Dreamer had the 2 touchdowns. 3 guys, double-digit tackles. Sanders with 4 TFLs. 1 sack for Sanders. No interceptions. 2 deflections. The fumble for Sherman. And the generational talent, Bryce Beers. 22 of 38, 289, 2 touchdowns. And he had a conversion. Malik Phillips dominated as well in his own right. So in true Bryce Beers fashion, they get a amazing victory there. Shannon Ferguson, 3 TFLs. He had the only 2 sacks. You just missed a generational game here, Coach Tribe. Bomani Emons, forced fumble here for Mark Morgan. Double OT game. Arizona survives. No. Because there's no way to track if they get it in the sim. It's not like a stat box, unfortunately. So not something I can reliably track across all games. So they give the player of the game to Malik Phillips. Should have been Bryce Beers. So that's an AZ no cover. So let's pay them out. The EMU bettors, congratulations to 22%. All they needed to do was cover, and that's what they did. Oh, baby. So we've got 3 games left in the BearCave slate, and none bigger than this one. Game number 12,000 in the SFA. The SFA started in December of 2020. So, 4.5 years, 12,000 simulations have led us to this. My return to coaching against the team I started at all the way back in Season 2. This is a Colorado 2-point favorite. Are you rocking with Coach Moon? Or are you gonna rock with the baddies, the Wisconsin baddies? Am I gonna slime Moon, or is he gonna slime me? Now, I do have my Derby pick here. It is Puka Bear. Now, on the roster video, he's a fullback, but on my depth chart, he starts at tight end and right outside linebacker. So in Derby scoring, he's a tight end. Important distinction there for you slimes. So who are you going with, Colorado or Wisconsin? Very evenly matched game here. I get the advantage here, so I get to choose heads or tails, kick or receive. My first head coaching game since Season 14 when I won the national championship. So, for anybody that's new in the last couple of seasons, it's kind of like the Bryce Spears games. I'm unhinged. I don't care about being professional in the commentary. I'm just a coach wanting to win just like you. So yeah, let's get her done. There might be... We haven't had a notebook be assaulted on stream in a while. So prayers for the notebook. Because if we start losing, I might rage. So here we go. On the road, the Wisconsin Baddies. Coach TC makes his return. Here we go at Folsom Field, no less. The best venue in all of sports. Here we go, baby. Heads and kick. Come on, Slimes. We are so back. I win the toss. On your dome. Nobody has given us a chance. First drive, Colorado scores. It's already over. Thanks for coming out, Wisconsin. We can't get a stop. 7-3 early, 14-3. Oh my god, it's Mashburn again. Bro, please, somebody get a stop, Slime. Oh my god. The offense is terrible. Oh wait, we get a pick. Come on, come on, come on. Bro, my defense is terrible. Oh, we get a field goal there. All right, let's cook. So no touchdowns yet in the TC era. Come on, start out with one. Dang it, man. They get a field goal. Please, we got to score. Bro, what's with the backwards shit? No, we're getting smoked. On our dome and in our home. A little too late and you still can't score. Wisconsin might not be fixable. I'm already giving up. It's already over. Thanks for coming out. Yes! Wait, we got one. It was Bernard for 47 yards. Okay. Oh, wait. Interception. Hold your horses. Johnny Snot giving us a chance. And we throw a pick right back. What are you doing? Remember, can't jump in unless it's a one-score game here. You give us something to cheer about or no? Fumble? What are they saying? I don't know. I guess we got a fumble. They got a fumble on us? Disrespectful. 24-13. Colorado wins. So you know what that means. Coach Moon has to use code SFA. Congratulations. He beats me in my return to coaching. It's a damn shame. Bunch of pansies on the roster. They all need to get executed. In the great words of Brian Kelly. So that's a Colorado cover for those of you guys on your BearCave. Man, you guys were all going on these idiots as well. Did Puka Bear at least score? No, he didn't. So back-to-back weeks, I get a 0 on Derby as well. Not looking good for me on Derby this season. Tyler Wright goes 20 of 38, 276, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Maurice Smith goes 93, 3.5 yards a carry. Puka Bear got 2 catches. Let him cook. Puka Bear had 7 tackles. Let him cook. 5 TFLs. No sacks for us. 2 picks for Colin Briggs. All right, let this guy cook like that. Forced fumble for Mikhail Thera, the SFA player. Johnny Snot goes 10 for 25, 188, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Ha ha ha, screw you, Cam. You get a big old 0 for your Derby pick. Mashburn only 55 yards, so our rush defense was good. Weird. Gryseals had 2 catches, just a weird game for both sides. I felt like the defense played well after looking at this, so I don't really know what happened. 2 sacks, they got a pick, obviously. A lot of deflections. They got no fumbles on us. What the hell? Weird game. So Colorado gets the victory. Congratulations to Coach Moon. He beats a 1-11 team. Hang the banner. Beat a 1-11 team on opening day. Congratulations, Slime. Exactly that. We're everybody's Super Bowl, baby. Gotta keep the Deion Sanders mantra over here. I'm not invested in this team enough for like a notebook rage yet. I just wasn't in it yet. I gotta get some tampers, gotta get some TP ads, because right now I'm just one player in, so I don't really have that emotional attention yet. Your game hasn't happened yet, Coach Jackie Moon. We've had some longer games. So next up is LSU in North Carolina. So if you're here, Llama, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. The big baller brand is here. Lavello Blackley taking on Bob Rubshaw. Best team in the nation this year on paper. But keyword, folks, it's only on paper. So are you going with North Carolina? Or are you going with perhaps the most aura in the SFA, Coach Llama, Lavello Blackley, Addy McBuckets? Remember, this team made the semifinals 3 seasons ago. Got 1 minute on the clock. Tails and kick. Custom UNC jerseys? Gross. No. You got to be a Patreon member for that. Yeah, Llama doesn't care about defense. That's okay. All right, here we go. We got 2 very good games to close us out tonight. LSU and North Carolina. Now, don't let that 82 overall confuse you. LSU might have the best SFA player defensive line in the country. They got freshman All-Americans all over the place. They got Romeo Krotz in the middle, and then Ladarius Quan Swamp as well at D-tackle. Llama, did you send me the request here? Tails and kick. Let's go. Mike Goat Sicky there taking the coin toss. So here we go. A big-time game for LSU on the road. Chapel Hill, touchdown UNC. Lavello Blackley brings it back. We got to see a strong showing here from LSU after the great showing from the Hogs on Watch Party. The division will come down to LSU and Arkansas. Is 21-17 at the break. LSU giving them the business here. 21-17. The defense holding up at least a little bit. 24-24. We head to the final stretch. Chapel Hill. LaVello Blackley can't get it done. Bob Rubshaw, what's he got in the back pocket? Nothing. We'll go one play at a time. LaVello Blackley to Bowie. Glover. Where's Addy McBuckets? He's not in the game. Addy McBuckets is not in. And oh my God, a minus 36-yard penalty against the defense? What in the world is that? I've never seen that. Must have been on the punt or something. 36-yard penalty. Unreal. And there's a touchdown. UNC on the dome. 49 yards to Blanchard. So a ridiculous change of events here. 2 minutes. LSU is down by 7. What does LaVello Blackley have in the bag? Addy McBuckets is out of the game. Handoff here goes nowhere. Noah Gordon is in for Addy McBuckets. LaVello yams it deep, left-hand side, away out of bounds. What are you doing, Slime? Former #1 quarterback recruit. Trying to find Jelani McCray, the SFA player wide receiver. 3rd and 10. LaVello drops back at screen pass. He gets it off. They have to turn upfield. It's Noah Gordon. He breaks 2 and he's slaughtered. 4th down. New school record for passing yards, breaking his old record. Congratulations, LaVello Blackley. Fourth and 8. Fourth and 8, the mid screen, and down he goes. The turnover on down. So the handoff here, it's a keeper for Bob Rubshaw. He cuts inside. Oh, he breaks 2. What a run. So it looks like UNC might be toast here. Handoff now, up the gut. That's Blanchard. He gets 7. Second and 3 now, 31-24. Split backs. The handoff here to the outside. Broken 1, breaks 2, and he still goes down. So LSU survives at least another second. Not looking good. They got to force a turnover right here. LaVello. Wait, where's LaVello? I don't see him. Oh, it's Bob Rubshaw. Quick option. No! Hurdle! Oh, I thought that was a fumble. We should have gotten the hurdle fumble. We should have gotten the hurdle fumble. So they're going to have to kick it here. The only chance is a miss. We should have gotten a fumble. Shame. So UNC gets bailed out here. They were losing at halftime. So the kick to pretty much win them this ball game. Kicks up and it's good. So tough loss here to start the season for LSU. Unless they can get some craziness. It's back to 2 scores. So we have to sim. And down he goes. North Carolina survives. Tough game. It wasn't a blowout by any means. So UNC is beatable. To be fair, Addy McBuckets wasn't in the game there, Tribe, so be nice. McBuckets is a big miss. We've had a couple of running back injuries. I like Llama, as always. Tough loss, baby. 34-24 is your final. That's a North Carolina cover for those of you guys tracking at home. Wasn't looking like it was going to be a cover, but UNC gets it done. So Rubshaw looking like he took a step forward this season, at least with his run game. That was an impressive run. So let's take a look. Scoring summary. McCray gets a touchdown. Jagger gets one. So Lavello Blackley goes 22 of 42, 303, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. McBuckets didn't play the end of the game. McCray gets a touchdown. Bowie gets one. Spurlock led the way in tackles. 3 TFLs here. And only 3 sacks. Interception for Antonio Green. A lot of deflections, but they couldn't do anything with them. And Bob Rubshaw, 27 of 52, 342, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. 2 touchdowns for D. Blanchard. Yager gets 82 yards, touchdown as well. Yeah, through 2 weeks, fine. I don't have any derby points. Brutus Meatcake goes 12 tackles, 3 TFLs for Dennis, 1 sack on the day, 2 interceptions here. A lot of deflections, no fumbles, and that will do it. Yeah, the derby is difficult. On surface, that game seems nice and fun and easy, but it is infuriating. It was worse when you had to go on a streak when it was first created. At least we can, like, have a chance to come back. But yeah, so that is a UNC cover as BearCave's going pretty long today. We still have a game day to go through. We got recruits coming. So we got one more game coming. Just want to make sure the rest of them are simmed. They are. Nebraska at Florida State. Coach Zach, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. I was confident this was going to be game day, but turns out it wasn't. Nebraska is actually favored in this one. Nebraska, a 3-point favorite on the road. Formula loves Nebraska, as always. And for anybody newer to the server, Florida State consistently gives us the best BearCave games of all time. And they're starting DeAndre Claxton, not Ben Brothers. So, Zach, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. If you're here, otherwise, Jackie Moon, feel free to swoop and get kick or receive. Don't see either slime in the chat, so we'll just go on board with Nebraska. So here we go. Number 5 versus number 7. The debut of Shu Oconee in Nebraska, as well as potentially seeing Dakota Jumping Bull. He does start on both ends. There's Shu Oconee, the Stanford transfer. He's been one heck of a starter here for Stanford. He trades in Cardinal in red for, I don't know, Cornhusker in red. Oh, baby, we're in Tallahassee, of all places. So here we go, heads and kick as always. Florida State decides to kick. Vondale Bronco will come out first, the former quarterback. And a quick interception turns into nothing. It's 3 points for Nebraska. Florida State gets the first touchdown. Here comes Nebraska. They add another field goal. There's a touchdown for Nebraska. I'm not seeing Bronco. Did he get injured? There's an interception. Claxton throwing picks. Both throwing picks left and right. No score there. So now we enter the fourth quarter. Florida State takes a 7-point lead. They missed it. And there's an interception. Kale Sonnen picks him off. We're going to go one play at a time now. Claxton, Burner. There's Buffett. Buffett's probably working on jumping bull as well. Remember, we don't jump in unless it's a one-score game at the 2-minute warning. So there it is. They get it. It's a 10-point game. We've got to see Nebraska score here. Shu Okani not having the best day for himself. Big play to Henderson. Fiker. Jumping bull can't bring it in. Henderson does. Can they score before? A lot of time coming off. They finally get one back. So here we go. 25 seconds in a dream. They need the onside kick desperately. It's caught. Can they do something? No, they can't. So it looks like Florida State's going to escape with the outright victory. We'll see if they do anything crazy here. See Jumping Bull at the bottom of your screen as they are in the victory formation. So the ACC looking strong today. Both UNC and Florida State taking care of their opponents. They don't have any additional timeouts here, but you do see Dakota Jumping Bull, bottom of your screen. And that should do it. DeAndre Claxton gets it done as his first career start. The former reject. Triple zeros. Florida State wins it. Is it Jackie Moon's year in Tallahassee? Big time win. They skip all the cutscenes. We'll see how it played out on the stat sheet here. Nebraska goes down to start it. So Shu Okani, not the best day for him. 18 of 33, 182, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Scott Carter had to play. Vondell Bronco only played 3 snaps tonight. He is going to be a highly talked about injury if it's a major one. We'll have to check on that tomorrow when injuries are posted. Jace Fiker got into the end zone. Dakota only had 3 catches. On defense, Gutierrez and Page both had double-digit tackles. Mayorga, 2 TFLs. No sacks on the day. The interception for Tim Cream. Deflection for Thornburg. Fumble for Sanders. But, man, Vondell Bronco with an injury would be rough. DeAndre Claxton goes 14-24, 198, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Burner looks like he also probably came out of the game. He only had 16 carries. And Timothy Buffett, his first career game, 6 catches, 76 yards, 1 touchdown. Lamar Light gets some TFLs. No sacks, interceptions, 2 of them. 2 deflections, no forced fumbles, and that is how this one ends. So 23-20 is your final. That is a Florida State outright victory for those of you guys betting at home. 64% of you guys are rocking with the Seminoles here. Tough one to choke there if you are here in Nebraska. So FSU with the outright victory. So as is tradition, we will go through next week's games here as we'll come back here in about 5 minutes for game day, which is Texas Tech at Illinois. Gamara versus Scotty Bean. But next week, this is what the slate looks like. Texas in his return to North Texas. Baylor, Notre Dame. Florida, Wisconsin. Arkansas against his former team. Georgia Tech. Southern Miss, that's a big one. Rocky Mountain Showdown. UTSA back in action. Texas Tech and UNLV. Penn State, Florida State would be fun. Army, Western Kentucky, Texas State, Utah. Start going now a little bit faster down the slate. See if anything big stands out. Stanford, Illinois is a fun one. Washington, Ohio State is monstrous. Auburn, Rutgers, Brothers Bowl there. Yearly rivalry. Jay Jettas versus Mushbrain, Oregon, Clemson, Michigan, Hawaii, and oh baby, Minnesota, Iowa State. Number 1 versus number 6. That is maybe the best game on the slate. Going to be a fun week next week. That'll be next Tuesday. So as always, though, guys, thanks for watching. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. I just have to switch some stream stuff, and then we'll be right back up. So we'll do game day, and then recruits tonight. I'll have BearCave scoring, Derby scoring all tonight as well. Highlights and VODs will be posted over on the YouTube channel. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're 5 away from 500, which is a critical threshold for monetization. So make sure you go over there and subscribe. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in about 5 minutes. Peace.